people. I'm excited. I'm Arthie Moore, and welcome to IBGR.network. I am your show host for today. I'm founder of Key Leadership Institute and Celebrating Humanity International, alongside with my partner, Moore-Robberts. It's exciting to be here, and it's going to be an absolutely fantastic day because I realized that this is only I'm only two sessions away from finishing with all of you. I know that's sad, but it's fantastic because when we get back in the new year, we're going to be listening to you, and our radio show is going to be all about your questions. So I welcome you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. I am your compassionate leader of influence, excited to be with you today, talking about an incredible topic called the art of delegation in developing competence. Now, before I go into anything, I need to tell you this is the most incredible radio show. It is hosted, the actual radio station is in Virginia, in the USA. I'm here in South Africa bringing to you some incredible wisdom and knowledge and techniques and tools that I've learned along my way. Wisdom in the fact that I'm sharing my failures as well as my successes. Now, as an entrepreneur for over 23 years, I've realized that it gives me the opportunity to talk into many areas that needed to be impacted. So, as a business owner or an entrepreneur, if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Wherever you are at, welcome. It is an absolute privilege to be able to serve you. Now, I have this going on live on our radio station, which is based in Virginia. But at the same time, we've got it live on Facebook that allows us to now connect with more people. But now, with our IBGR.network, what's exciting about it is that we are more than just a business station. We are a network of people bringing competent, incredible on air talent from around the world, looking at ways that we can help you, whether you're working in your business, on your business, or exiting your business. So, whatever stage you're at, all the days in this week is covered for each part, and it is specialists talking into the different aspects of your business. And I love that. I love the way that our station has created support resources, and all of this can be accessed on an app. We've got podcasts, we've got the www.ibgr.network website, which has got an incredible range of information, all of the bios of all of our on air talent, as well as the people that you would like to connect with. Now, more than that, you can also download the ebook that's got all of our show notes. That is incredible for me. I think that is powerful and exciting and absolutely stunning. So, one of the things that I have found that is really powerful about our radio station is that it was developed for people, by people, to help other people. Now, I know that a lot of people will ask, how come? What is the catch? There is no catch. We want you to succeed because the more people succeed, the better our company, our countries, our growth as humanity will be. And I realized that talking into my topic today, talking about the art of delegation in developing competence, it is a reality and a powerful place to be at when we want to add value to other people. Now, I know that one of the biggest sayings that people always talk into is that good leaders or great leaders develop other leaders. Now, that spoke into me for a lot of reasons, because I realized that at the end of the day, we cannot add value without giving value. Now, in the art of giving, you also need to be the person who receives. And so when we're talking about delegating, you're talking about the ability to give by the ability to receive. Now, this is totally different to some of the show notes that I wrote into, and Donna has posted on our website. And if you miss this, or if you like any part of it, please feel free to download our podcast, because our podcast has got all of our on-air talent is are recorded, and all of these podcasts are on our website, www.ibgr.network. Now, why I'm saying the art of delegating means that there's got to be a give and a receiving. So there's always, if you're giving something, there's also the balance of being able to receive. Now, what do I mean about receiving? You see, a lot of people as leaders would need to receive in the ability to accept. So when I'm talking about receive, I'm talking about acceptance. Accept that there's another human being that has the ability to do what you're doing either better, more brilliant, or can fast track the success of your company because you believed in them. So accepting and believing in others allows you to receive their talent. It allows you to connect with them, receive their talent, and helps you to guide and support them better. Now, what's brilliant is that we have got our producer online, and she shares with us the most incredible, relevant, fresh, off the topic, every single thing, fresh off the press, anything that is relevant to us that helps us to guide and support you better. And I absolutely love that. I love that support that we receive. And what's incredible is that we've got some amazing stuff coming up, and I cannot wait to actually speak into that as well. So, one of the things that I was talking about in terms of art of delegating is that when you look at developing, delegating to help people build competence, how do you give if you don't understand what the person's skills and abilities are? You see, as a leader, a lot of people hold back and they wait to see if people will fail. Now, that's a dangerous game to play when you're an entrepreneur. You need to make sure that your people are so skilled that when you ask for something to be done, they are proactive. And if they cannot do the job, they need to understand that you are available for them to speak to you and for them to ask for guidance. So, how approachable are you? I'm going to go straight into this because I think that is a very powerful, important thing to actually take note of, or a massive part of delegation is how competent are the people around you, and how much are you able to let go of control to allow them to share their talent with you? You see, in order to accept somebody's talent, you need to delve into it and you need to find out and dig deep and ask questions and all of these brilliant things people talk about being a great leader. You've got to build relationships. You've got to be competent in communicating effectively. You've got to be the type of person that adds value in every step of everybody's journey, including yourself. So, in order to give meaningfully, you also need to understand how you're going to receive meaningfully. Receiving on your side means that you accept that the person can do their job. It is receiving with gratitude. Now, I know that that doesn't talk a lot into what you would have been expecting, but it means a lot to me because I realized that from personal experience. Now, one of the things that's really, really powerful to think into is that when you're a leader, an entrepreneur, business owner, you always have to be everything and everybody to everybody every day. They wait for you, they look to you. You're their guidance, their role model, the support structure. You're the person that they go to when they can't remember how to do something or they need help, or they're always looking for, you know what, I don't feel competent enough to make the decision. So they keep quiet. And that is really, really really scary for a business. When you've got people who don't find you approachable, they will keep quiet, not do the job, and whatever you said that they needed to do is not done. And then you pull out all of the strings of incompetence, and they're lazy, and there's blame games, and that leads to gossiping and hurts and a lot of unrest in terms of emotional unrest within the organization. Now, I'm talking to a lot of things here right now, and I know that is only our first session, but I've got so much information to share with you later during my show. So I'm just keeping an eye on my time because I love to be exactly on time. I'm pedantic with that. But I wanted to talk into a few things here. When you look at some of the areas when we ask what is delegation, so I actually wrote it down for you, and I'm going to read it out. Delegation has many definitions and connotations. In this context, delegation means more than simply giving assignments to others. Delegation is the assignment of any authority to another person, normally from a manager to a subordinate, to carry out specific activities. Delegation empowers a subordinate to make decisions, i.e., it is a shifting of decision making authority from one organizational level to another. Now, it could be on the same levels, it could be from a higher level to a lower level, it could be amongst peers, it could be amongst colleagues. I mean, think about it, it could even be in your home. So, if you are in your home delegating and you haven't upskilled your family or your children or your spouse to do things to the standard you expect. Now, here's another conversation that is worthwhile delving into. There's so many ways that we need to actually see how this is relevant in our personal, business, and professional lives. It also affects our social life. Because if you are not the type of person who can delegate effectively, you will always be the person who is the be all and end all in the business. Now, that talks to somebody who cannot let go of control. It's as simple as that. Maybe some of you need to hear that. Maybe some of you don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, but sometimes you're going to have to hear it because it actually affects the quality of your life that you can have. It affects the quality of the life that your colleagues and your team players can have. The people that you employ, the quality of their life is directly related to the quality of the service or product that you offer to people. Now, the art of delegation can fast track your time. It can save you money on your resources. It can save you a lot in the interim. And in the long run, your business succeeds, and you will actually notice a marked difference in the way that you make a profit. Now, I'm coming up very closely to one of our breaks, but before I do that, I just want to give a shout out and say welcome to all of you. If it's your first time listening, welcome. I think it's an absolute privilege to have you here. You're talking to Arthie Moore, Compassionate Leader of Influence. I'm your show host today, talking about the art of delegation in developing competence. Now, what we're going to do is take a quick 2-minute break, but when we return, we'll be talking about why we need to delegate effectively and how it can impact our business. So, on this break, please join us and become one of our join us to become a member on our Insiders Network on ibgr.network, and you will have access to incredible information.